Dr. Bawumia is the most visible, the most popular, the most efficient vice president we've had. I am not surprised that he is the descriptions I am giving him: the efficient, the popular, visible vice president, because he changed the narrative of our body politics through his series of lectures.
This is hypocrisy and sycophancy at the highest level. How do you defend this? If Bawumia is that efficient, if Bawumia is that productive, then why do you MPP guys have to come on television every day to defend him? Why do you have to keep telling Ghanaians over and over again that he's the best vice president that Ghana has ever had? This man, in his statement last week, told Ghanaians that he is just a driver's mate. So if you guys come on television to defend us, to tell we Ghanaians that Bawumia is the best vice president Ghana has ever had, and you try to outline all the things that he has done, Ghanaians aren't stupid. Dear Nana Safo Ajay, dear Nana Asafo Ajay, you don't need to defend Bawumia. If you want to know how Ghanaians think, just go and listen to all the deliberations and the activities that went on between Kennedy Ohene Japan and Bawumia, and you will understand that at the Papa you understand? Something that is good sells itself. It doesn't need advertisement. Kennedy did not need to defend himself anywhere. He is very marketable. Ghanaians have seen how efficient, visible, and productive and visionary he is. Kennedy was a cool chop. So if you guys have decided that you want to put your fellow corrupt politician to be elected as president, stop defending him. Bawumia told Ghanaians that he is just a mere driver's mate. Today you are telling that he's the most efficient vice president. He's the most visible. Bawumia is most visible because he is known to be a liar. Bawumia is the most visible vice president because he has not fulfilled his promises. Bawumia is the most visible because he goes around delivering lectures. Jack Toronto, he delivers lectures everywhere and he has no solution for any of the problems in Ghana. Bawumia is very visible because he was the champion of the Ghanaian economy. So he claimed back then. Now he's running away from economy to digitization. I know you're a doctor of economics. So where from this digitization?
That changed completely the nomenclature of our politics in this country. That too. We've seen Vice President Mahama, we've seen Vice President Mills, we've seen, and all of them. We didn't see this kind of vice president.
I don't understand. You're saying that even if individuals convene lectures, then they become...
No, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I'm asking you a question.
I am telling you that Dr. Bawumia, as a character in the body politics, completely changed our perceptions, our views on the roles of vice presidents in this country. So he came out after 2 or 3 months of being elected the vice president of this country that he is putting out his vision. We all have visions. But Adam has visions. That's what he wants to lead the good people of K2. I have visions. That's why I want to lead the good people of Busumefrem. Everybody has visions. So it is important we know the vision he is outlining. I do not understand why my brothers and a lot of people on their side are too fixated about the fact that because he is part of the government, he cannot have a vision. I don't understand. Look, even now, NADMO, VRA, all other agencies, even when they bring out something, they will need to run it by the president to commission it. It must align with the vision of the president. And Dr. Bawumia has never anywhere said that he is not part of the government. That is why if you listen to the speech, of which my brother has a copy here, you would notice clearly his admission that he is part of the team and critically outline his role in the team. He said the physicals were being managed by the finance minister. The monetary policies were being managed by the Bank of Ghana. He led the digitization drive. So he outlined. And for me, it is important that we look at his contribution in this government. Digitization. Look, in a village in Bosomefrehom called Biase, a small chip compound, get constant delivery and supply from their drone services, which is Zipline, which is digitization led and championed by Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. In fact, we were trying to count and it was almost 32 different policies led and championed by the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We were trying to count one for John Dramani Mahama when he was the Vice President, and we couldn't find any. I don't know if my brother here would help me count some of them or outline some of them. But if I tell you where Diase is, when you hit Bonfa, you get to Peminase, you move to Diase, and the inconvenience you are going to get dragged and what the zip line is doing for the good people of Diase and Bosomefrem, you admit that the man has critically played a role in this government.
And besides, dear Nana Asafo Eje, you are talking about how Zipline delivers certain things to Bosomefrem. You are a liar. Dear Nana Asafo Eje, you are a liar. I am saying that you are telling lies. You are a liar. You can lie through your nose. You just lie like your presidential candidate, Bawumia. Because you know, no one will go to that village and ask or research what is it that the Zipline delivers in that chip center in the town you talked about. Are they delivering drugs? Are they delivering blood product? What is it that they're delivering? You are a liar. You are telling lies. It is not true. You are telling us that Bawumia is most efficient. Really? Oh, Jesus Christ. What kind of a country are we living in? People complain that we want young people to lead the country because the older people are not in touch with the current generation. However, the younger politicians in Ghana are worse off. They are worse. How do you defend the indefensible? So if Bawumia goes around and delivers lecture, that makes him the most efficient? What is it that Bawumia has done for Ghana? Is it Bawumia and his president who has promised to build 100 astroturfs by the end of 2024? That is not what Ghanaians need. Ghanaians cannot provide their daily meal. Ghanaians cannot provide 3 square meals on the table. This government has pushed over 7 million Ghanaians into poverty. There was a recent documentary by Joy News about the Fish for Sex documentary. How young girls who live in the coastal communities trade their bodies for just one piece of fish to feed their family.
Halfasine is one of 26 coastal communities in the Jomo municipality of the Western region with prevalent teenage sexual exploitation. Its vibrant shore attracts lots of town folks daily when canoes that go for fishing expeditions land ashore. On occasions where the fishermen have a substantial catch, teenage girls who come to the beach to beg for fish for their families' upkeep become the target of sexual exploitation, as every fish they receive from the fishermen is paid back through sex. As a result, teenage pregnancy and single parenthood are a common phenomenon in the community, with little being done by local stakeholders to address the situation. The practice is termed by indigenes as fish for sex, and this is confirmed by the deputy manager of the Jomo Fisheries Commission, Irene Obing.
The girls are young, so the fishermen take advantage of the situation and have sex with them. Fish for sex is prevalent here.
The barter sex trade is fueled largely by poverty and parental neglect. Semenya Maxwell, a fisherman with more than a decade fishing experience, opens up on the level of exploitation.
Everybody will be struggling for the fish, so if you can assess the one who is there and he's also giving you, and he also asks something, that means you also give you fish, give me sex, give you fish, give me barter system in that way.
According to Maxwell, married women committing infidelity for favors of fish gifts also exist in the community. At the Anlon line, a set of fishermen have returned from a fishing expedition and now pulling their catch ashore. Adra, a 17-year-old single parent and a victim of sexual exploitation, is among people who have come to the London beach. She explains what she uses the fish she receives from the men for.
He has been bringing the fish home when we started dating. I sell some and use the rest to prepare dish for the family.
Adra was forced to end the relationship with her child's father after accusing him of using fish to lure other teenage girls.
We broke up because he cheated.
Comfort, a shore laborer, recounted how she influenced her friend to exchange sex for fish.
A fisherman expressed interest in my friend, so anytime I come to the shore, he gives me octopus and other big fishes to give to her. When he needs her too, he tells me to convey the message to my friend to meet him up.
Education of the victims of the community's sexual exploitation is abruptly truncated once pregnancy sets in.
I called one girl and she was like, "Madam, my mother, whenever you ask her for anything, she will tell you she's not having. So the only thing that I could do, I have a guy, I think the guy also works at the seashore, so he's the guy helping her at school. So the only thing she can also offer to the guy is to give herself to the guy." Seriously, and when I came, I think almost 4 girls or so, they have dropped out because of teenage pregnancy and other stuff.
Wanda, a native of Brekusu in the Ekwapim South District of the Eastern region, has migrated to Halfasine to pursue fishing. He is one of the fishermen who engages in the fish for sex trade, admitting to having sexual intercourse with multiple teenage girls, including the mother of his children.
For us fishermen, we lure girls with fish and nothing else. When you offer the girl fish, you have influenced her mind and she will continue to offer you sex because she knows that if she stops, she won't get the fish again.
Wooing the heart of teenage girls in the community is a competition among the fishermen, as these girls give in to the highest bidder. This was corroborated by Wanda.
There are some fishermen with elevated status in the community. The fish that they can give to the girls, you cannot afford. So your girlfriend can break up with you for them.
But why do the fishermen do what they do? A deputy chief fisherman, Nana Boka, attempted an explanation.
The girls like fish, that is why they keep begging for it every day. If they are scared of the consequences, they wouldn't be begging. If I give you fish and I also need a favor from you, I'll call you. I'll then have sex with you and you will feel relieved.
In Havasini, cases of sexual exploitation are not frequently reported to the police. Data from the Jomara Divisional Police Command show only 3 reported cases in the last 4 years. Jomara Municipal Chief Executive Louisa Ade is overwhelmed about the increasing trend.
Who are those getting the girls pregnant? These are elderly men living in our communities. And you'll be surprised that a girl of 15 years is being chased by a 45-year-old man who is married with children. And his children are even of the same age with that small girl. And that small girl has become his mistress. And they get them pregnant. And then when Ghana Education Service comes in, our parents will go behind us and they'll go and collect a token and say, okay, let the girl be. Because when she gives birth, who is going to take care of that girl?
Protecting the rights of girls and clamping down on the sex barter trade by fish.
If things are okay, will these young girls leave school and trade their bodies for fish? The community has had so many teenage pregnancies, a lot of unwanted children, and who is going to take care of these kids? These kids may probably grow up one day to become social delinquents in the society. Is this the kind of leadership you want to give Ghana? Is this the kind of leadership you're talking about, being the best vice president ever in Ghana? Please, give us a break. You see, it is not only the politicians, even the civil servants, those who lead our various institutions. The president of the Ghana Industries Association is telling Ghanaians that Bawumia's tax policy is the best. Bawumia's tax policy is good. What tax policy? Ha! COVID-19 pandemic has gone. COVID-19 emergency has gone. Now we are in normal times. And Ghanaians are still taxed COVID levy. And you are telling us that it's good? Ghanaians are taxed e-levy. Ghanaians are taxed 15% on electricity. And you are saying it's good. Well, this same man says that he's going to abolish some of these taxes. So you see where it has left some of you. When you lead our associations, because you are so corrupt, these politicians would corrupt you with money, and you sit in your offices and you don't care about anything. Talk is cheap. So you can say anything at all. But for you to defend the indefensible, please stop it. Because Ghanaians, we are not stupid. We reason. We know what we want. So no one should tell us what we should get. And 2024 election, December is coming. We don't care how you defend Bawumia. A way to revise, they say, is enough. The name is Mandela or Mandela Unveiled. Make sure to subscribe. Leave us a comment. Hit the notification button. Post our videos. Share and reshare our videos. Until we meet next time, adios.